All right, y'all. I'm giving y'all the Car Chronicles. Let me turn this mug off. Ah. So I want to give y'all an update on what's been going on in my new role as a data engineer. Just a quick little update. Let's see. So it's been about a month. I can't even believe it. Actually, I think today would be exactly 1 month from when I started this job. And I'm still excited. I'm still loving what I'm doing. I'm not doing any super technical stuff right now, but I'm sure it's going to be coming. So let's see. I'll just start talking about the types of things that I'm doing. And at some point in time, hopefully I'll do my own version of a day in a life video, but I'll make it really cool. Not like the typical day in a life videos. You'll actually really, see what I'm doing without me exposing information from companies and stuff like that, because you got to be careful with social media. So right now I'm finally getting started doing actual technical work, and I'm finally getting started. My first couple weeks was just learning the business, learning why we need to do what we need to do, what we're working on. And they made sure that I really understood the project that we are working on right now, and again, why we need to do what we need to do. So we're basically grabbing data from data sources, from other systems, pulling them into one system. And basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to strengthen our offering to customers by tapping into other data sources and being able to offer them more analytics. That's basically what we're doing. But from a data engineer perspective, my day consists of, the first thing is a stand-up. This is my first job where I have been a part of a stand-up, to be honest with you. So that stand-up is just a 15-minute call. The purpose of a stand-up meeting is just to discuss blockers. We say blockers, that's basically anything that's preventing you from getting a task done. So the goal is to keep everything moving without being held up. So if something is holding you up, or you're waiting on something, then you want to make sure you mentioned it in the stand-up meeting so that it could be addressed. And that's all. Stand-up meetings are really quick. Sometimes they're over before you even realize it. It's like, okay, so anybody got any blockers? Okay, discuss them. All right, have a good day. Click, and they're off. That's how our stand-ups are. pretty direct, short, and to the point. What else? So after the stand-ups happen every day, then there's some other, I went through a lot of knowledge transfer meetings. I guess that was to just kind of get me into understanding what was going on. And we still have knowledge transfers once in a while. But mainly, I'll say right now, I don't have a ton of meetings. Not as many as when I started. I was having lots of meetings. And then we also have a meeting to just kind of, just talk about stuff that's not related to work. Just to, sit and have conversation. We have that time as well. We have Fridays every second Friday of the month. We get, we work like a half day. Yeah, we work like a half day. I'm still getting used to everything. So, so the second Friday of the month, we work like a half day. Like today, it's the second, is today the second Friday? Yeah, it's the second Friday. Then on Tuesdays they call it Zoom Out Tuesdays, where from I think between 11 and 2 o'clock, you don't have to accept any meetings. You can just focus on whatever project you're working on. So they call it a Zoom Out. So if you are empowered to reject any kind of meeting during this time, unless it's something that's super urgent. Okay, so what else? Let's just get to what I'm working on. So I finally got access. Of course, you should know by now that we're using Microsoft Azure. So yes, I've studied and practiced all that good stuff with AWS, but that's okay. is Microsoft Azure is not even complicated to learn. It's just getting into the practice of doing something a little different. Right now, since we're working on, I'll be in charge of data ingestion and data, I think they call it data egress. That's sending data from one network to another. I haven't started that yet, but I have started the writing the SQL scripts for the data ingestion. And I just started doing that. Pretty simple, pretty easy. So right now I'm doing a lot of copy and paste. You have to change stuff around, but by the same token, I just make sure that I understand what this code is doing all the way through, so that I'm not just copying and pasting and copying and pasting. So it is, seem a little tedious, but like I said, it's at the beginning, and it has to be done, you know what I'm saying? And of course, we could probably end up finding a way to automate that using Python. I think one of my coworkers was talking about that. But right now, we're doing it this way, and it's okay. I'll be done with my project that I'm working on today, hopefully. And we're basically, the code is basically some dynamic SQL wrapped in stored procedures. And that's what we'll be using to extract data from SQL databases of our clients, I guess. So that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm getting done today. That's the goal today, is for me to finish all of that off. And hopefully before the day over, I can do my first pull request, It would be my first pull request, because I've never been at a job and worked with Git and all those things. Of course, you should know that Azure DevOps, it works kind of like Git and all that stuff, but it's not exactly the same. I do think you have the ability to use GitHub with Azure DevOps, but that's new to me too, so I'm learning that as well. So it's about, right now, it's learning a lot of new tools, a lot of technology, learning how this business, this company works with data, specifically. So that's pretty much what I'm working on right now. I wanted to jump on here and give you some type of content that, let you know what I'm working on. I'll try to at least jump in my car again and do at some point and do another car He Loves Data car chronicle. All right, so y'all have a great weekend. This is the weekend for me. Hopefully, I'll probably put this video up today. I'll probably put it up today, which is Friday. So y'all have a good weekend. All right, peace.